When you set goals, believe that you have the capability and the potential to pursue anything you want to in this world. My name is Rachel Wanjiru Kimemia. I am a Wings to Fly alumnus. I currently work as a mechanical engineer. This is one of my sites. This is KEMSA. So as a mechanical engineer, what I do is mechanical designs for heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, plumbing and drainage works, and any firefighting or suppression. So when we design that, afterwards we come and do the inspections on site. I grew up in a family of 4. That's my mom, my 2 siblings, and I. In the year 2001, my dad passed away, so I stayed with my mom until 2010 when she passed away. So this forced us to live with my aunt, who later moved to the States, and this forced us to live with our grandparents. I studied in a primary school called Serene Cottage. It's in Kahuho, Kikuyu. That's where I completed my class 8. And then I joined OLC Mogweri High School in the year 2012 up to 2015. So some of the educational challenges I had growing up were financial constraints. So after 2010, when my mom passed away, it was very hard for my aunt to pay school fees for us because she was only 26 years old at that time. So my headmaster at the primary school was aware of the challenges that we were going through, so he volunteered to sponsor me for those 2 years, class 7 and 8. Afterwards, one of the secretaries of our church announced about the Wings to Fly scholarship during announcements in church, and my aunt took advantage of that. We applied. We had interviews. Some guys from the bank came home, and then they called us for an interview, an oral interview, where they asked us a few questions. And then after a few days, they called us to the bank, and they called a list of the successful applicants, and I was among them. And that's how I joined the program. Equity played a very big part in my educational journey in that they were able to pay for my school fees throughout high school and part of university. And this took a very big burden off my family's shoulders, which was a very good thing. During my holidays, when I was in high school, we attended conferences, and we had speakers who talked to us, and they were very inspirational and motivational. After high school, I joined the Equity Leaders Program, where I got to do an internship at Dagoretti branch, Equity. I was involved in mentorship programs. I was able to join the college counseling team, and I applied for schools abroad. I was mentored through that whole process. Later, I joined TUK, Technical University of Kenya, where I pursued a Bachelor of Business in Information Technology. So in these 2 years when I was in TUK, I was still applying for universities globally. And fortunately, when joining my 3rd year in TUK, I got admission to a French school called Ecole Centrale de Nantes to pursue a Bachelor of Science in Engineering. The main school in France has a campus in Mauritius. So I attended the first 2 years in Mauritius campus and then went to France. Then in my final year, I was supposed to go back to Mauritius, but because of COVID, we had to go back home, and that was a virtual year for me. My experience in the French school was very nice because I had a full scholarship that catered for my tuition fees, full. Catered for my flights from Mauritius to France and France to home. They also catered for my accommodation and any transportation that the school needed. So overall, it was a very good and smooth experience for me. My parting shot would be to encourage everyone to believe in themselves. When you set goals, believe that you have the capability and the potential to pursue anything you want to in this world. Also, as a woman in the mechanical field, I'd like to encourage other women not to fear to pursue these careers that are perceived to be male-dominated, because it builds you